Our beautiful blue orb is full of many creatures. One of them isn't happy.
Alright, geezers. Thought I'd do another one of these.
From young mediocre men whose only hobby is watching Japanese cartoons and masturbating, to niche-eyed troublemakers getting stupid views.
Issues going on with Jared Fogle.
Big Man from Earth brings you the truth on it all.
I lament the fall of AIDS.
Like, slash, dislike, comment, subscribe.
It used to be a perfect
Or you are a child molester.
get out of work excuse. Sorry boss, can't come in, I've got AIDS.
Thanks for this. Ruined my holiday.
Hang on a moment.
Alright, geezers, last honest man on the internet and your favourite person in the whole wide web, back with another terrific instalment of Earth versus the World. Hang on. Earth versus the World slot plus ... this week in ... tonight. In today's breaking truths, for fuck's sake, exposing Saikuno, a serial cheater, master manipulator, and dangerous predator. This is from another, I imagine, man LARPing as a woman, LARPing as a little magical child, LARPing as someone who gives a fuck about you. I'll be honest now, dear viewer, the whole VTube thing, it does disgust me. The idea that I'm expected to treat myself as equal to men my age whose only real hobby is watching Japanese cartoons and masturbating all day is frankly offensive. That is insulting, dear viewer. You act like you're better than us. No, I don't act like I'm better than you. I am better than you, mate. No acting involved. So this is another one of these little VTube characters. You know, they jiggle and gyrate in the corner of the screen as this, again, little magical elf child cartoon. And now they're exposing another little magical elf child cartoon. They did, however, respond. They also have one of these obnoxious, jiggly little fucking cartoons as their icon. So that tells you everything you need to know about what they look like in real life. A message from me and my girlfriend. She, no doubt, is also a little magical fucking space child cartoon jiggling about in the corner of the screen. It's not the VTubers themselves. There is a genuine disgust I have for the audiences of these little characters. Why aren't you attracted to women? Right? Or men. I'm a liberal. Live how you please. Or men. But forget about conversion therapy for gay people, for trans folks. That's immoral. We acknowledge that is immoral. Can we get conversion therapy for the people who are like attracted to little jiggly Japanese cartoons? Because there's something very fucking wrong with them and they should be attracted to real women. This is what you're doing with your finite time on this godless rock. Is it releasing fucking press statements via Twitlonger about your little online girlfriend and this little jiggly gyrating creature accusing the other jiggly gyrating creature of being, what did they say? A serial cheater. Why is this the internet's business? Genuinely, comment below. Why is this the business of the internet? Keep it offline, mate. I don't care about this. In other truths, yeah, this is silly. I was actually meant to cover this on the previous episode. This geezer, a real person, heaven forbid.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Can you guys hear me? My PC.
Dilantate, I think is the name. He got absolutely, I believe the term is crash-mogged. He got crash-mogged by his chat, spamming these, I don't even know what's going on here. These little reactions. He's in the back rooms, I believe, and his chat can spam for these little these little reactions in the background, and a stream chat doing what a stream chat does best. They dicked around and crashed the geezer's live stream, which, bar the fact I've got no fucking viewers, that is the biggest reason I don't go live. Because if I did have viewers, dear viewer, I can promise you they would be doing stuff like this. They would be dicking about. And I've got a very low tolerance for dickaboutery. It's a real word, I've said it now. In other troves, Skeeter Gene getting mass roasted in his comments for catching a pred at his 90-year-old aunt's birthday party and bringing her adult diapers as a gift. Now, this did actually pop up on my feed firsthand, and I was heartbroken. I'll be vulnerable now. It's really sad to see Billy Corgan get caught up in all this. Today is the birthday of my old aunt. Can't live till tomorrow. She's really fucking old. That is Smashing Pumpkins Tomorrow, I believe. Is that what it's called? We're checking that. I think it's today, actually. Is it next Wednesday by the Smashing Pumpkins? We're getting that up. Today. Yeah. Who did Tomorrow? There was another band of that era that did a song called Tomorrow. Silverchair. Silverchair, the famous Aussie post-grunge outfit. I believe a trio of 15-year-olds in their dad's garage made... what was the big song they did? Jerusalem? Silverchair, dear viewer. What's your opinion on Silverchair? And comment below, what's your favourite post-grunge group? Is it Fuel? Hemorrhage in My Hands. That's an interesting choice. You don't hear that one often. Yeah, this came up on my feed, and before I actually delved into the comment section, it did sit a little bit wrong with me that this geezer is dragging this poor old woman into his, TMZification of predator catching. That's what it is. This guy, I've spoken about him once or twice on the channel before. He basically does what Mr. Beast does, but with To Catch a Predator. It is Mr. Beast divided by Chris Hansen. That's his content. And he did one video quite famously. Pred thinks he's getting a Lambo. He gets busted instead. And you've got this geezer looking like a fucking cartoon aardvark off of the Arthur TV show, doing basically a Wojak face on the thumbnail with a little, with a would-be child molester next to him looking all upset. That's his content. That is his brand of bollocks. And don't get innocent people involved in this. It feels wrong. Fair enough, Billy Corgan tries to nonce a 13-year-old. That's bad. But his nan or aunt or whatever, they're not involved in this. You know what I mean? Poor bitch doesn't have long left on this godless rock. This might genuinely be her last birthday, and here you are. I can't believe you do this, Skeeter Gene. Here I was enjoying a nice bit of birthday cake with my nephew, and here you come saying he's predating on minors. That's another reference no one gets, by the way, so let's just move on. In other truths, a Chinese esports host appeared on broadcast in full black clothing and face paint after criticism over her, quote, short skirt. My outfits have always been chosen by myself, ... The black outfit was an extreme choice, meant as a form of satire in response to those comments. Tradu Posteria 1546 16 April 26 63 5k Vizulani Zari. Oh, my favourite. What do you think about that? Do comment below. I am reminded of the infamous stunt where Marilyn Monroe was once criticised, saying she's only beautiful because of her fancy dresses. And then she did a photo shoot in a sack. Oh, they don't make women like that anymore, do they, dear viewer? I've spoken about it at length in the past. I'm not going to exhaust the point here. There is a charisma crisis with women these days. Women have essentially been groomed to look good jiggling and gyrating in a 3-second clip on your glowing rectangle. But you look beneath the surface and there's nothing there. And we've got an entire generation of women that look great. Again, jiggling and gyrating all over the place. But there's no flair. There's no dynamism. There's no BPD maxing. And I love borderlines. You know, I love borderlines more than any other kind of woman. They're my favourite make of woman, actually. Yeah. And, you know, some men are happy with just an arse on legs, basically. That's why Kim Kardashian's famous. You can't tell me in good faith Kim Kardashian or any of the Kardashians actually have charisma. They don't. They are just arses on legs. And for a scary amount of men, that is enough, right? Men like shiny things. I, being a higher, more elite cadre of the harsher sex, I like shiny and rare things. That's the difference between me and my, you know, male cohorts. They're like magpies or Albanians. They like shiny things, right? They would be quite happy with a cutlery set, right? Ooh, shiny spoons. I, however, like shiny and rare. I value uniquity. Above all else, I value a woman with uniquity. A little bit of race. I like emeralds, sapphires, jades. Most men are quite happy with kitchen forks, right? And that's the difference between me and you, dear viewer. This is why I'm better than you. Because you're quite happy with an arse on legs. I'm not. I like a woman who's a little bit ristastic. And God forbid, I'm going to be a little bit feminist now, dear viewer. I like women on a human level. I like women with personality. And ideally, borderline personality. Let's move on. In other truths, right, I mean, I'm getting so fucking sick and tired of saying things and then they come true. It's like some form of manifestation. Borderline Jewish girl from North Jersey. Borderline Jewish girl from North Jersey. Borderline Jewish girl from North Jersey. And now, boys, we wait. No, really, I mentioned this a few episodes ago. Play the clip. If I acted like a massive spaz, I think I'd get more views. Really, if I just went full nutter mode and filmed myself doing it, I genuinely believe I'd get more views. Yeah. I mean, what do you want me to say? I spoke this into existence. This got over 13 million views on TikTok alone. Doja Cat was in the bloody comment section, whoever that is. And I'm speechless, really. I was joking in the previous episode about how I might have to be a bit of a racist. I might have to be a bit of a racist, really. I might have to start affecting accents now. Because I'm genuinely speechless. This gets tens of millions of views. Genuinely, what do you want me to say about that? Here's another one. Day in the life of an unemployed bum. Almost 3 million hearts that got. I mean, just look at this. Look at this. I mean, living in absolute squalor and filth. The rats are asking him to pay rent now. That's how filthy this geezer is. Millions of views. So, the message I'm getting here, I need to be a filthy, mentally ill racist. I need to be Asmongold. It took me a while. It's finally fucking dawned on me. I need to be Asmongold. If I acted like a massive spaz, I think I'd get more views. Really, if I just went full nutter mode and filmed myself doing it, I genuinely believe I'd get more views.
If you love me, buy bonded shrub. If you don't want me, buy bonded shrub.
It's time to buy
Bonded shrubs.
Get shrub.
Bonded shrub may cause tongue headache, cerebral congestion, heart cramp, nerve failure, or severe hiccups. Do not use bonded shrub while operating heavy machinery or casting black magic.
And in the rare instance I do get hashtag engagement from hashtag views, it's stuff like this. I did a wonderful video about James Rolfe, the angry video game man, essentially exposing his gnome cave to the public. And the calibre of their critique more or less boiled down to, I'd like to see you write a book about a gnome in a cave. Genuinely, when I do get engagement, it's fuck muppets like this. Where's Doja Cat in my fucking comments section? Oh, lovely video, Earth. Lovely video. Do you want to feature on my track? No, of course not. Of course not. In other truths, I just realised that all of this is just Zoolander in real life. 6.5, sorry, 6.5. I hope those aren't two separate measurements. Australian. Terra Chad. I'm not reading all of that. Imagine hitting yourself in the face with hammers just to look like the Danny Phantom shooter on performance-enhancing drugs. I mean, genuinely, who was the little gay kid that shot up a supermarket to, what was it? To be reunited with his cartoon goth GF? Jason Embers? Daniel Flames? Right, there was a bunch of true crime videos on it. Randy Stair! He looks exactly like Randy Stair, juiced out his fucking eyeballs. This is looks maxing, by the way. For extortionate amounts of money and a minimal amount of self-harm, you too can look like an actual lol cow. In other truths, for fuck's sake, AI generated song takes #1 spot on iTunes global charts. Another thing I've been just completely validated on. Play the clip. Because music over the last 60 years has progressively become more formulaic. It has become more methodical and by the numbers. So the natural conclusion to that was always going to get a little T1000 in to write the songs. It used to be New York Jews. After that, it was Swedish dickheads with a DJ kit in a closet in Zurich somewhere, writing 20 of the top 50 hits for the last 30 fucking years. All they were doing, all Bono from U2 or the fella from Nickelback, Mr. fucking Nickelback, the Nickelback man, all these people were doing was making music a mathematical equation. I've got news for you, sweetheart. Machines are always going to be the goats at mathematical equations, right? Sure, you can get like some little Chinese whiz kid. He knows all the numbers on the fucking calculator off by heart. A robot is always going to beat him at chess. I'm sorry you had to... It was only a matter of time until they cut the humanity out entirely. You know, they cut it out like the cancerous lump these money men see it as. So do not be surprised, dear viewer, if within the next 5 years 90% of everything on Netflix is at the very least 85% robots. And the wonderful thing, dear viewer, not only will you fuck muppets eat it up and ask for second helpings, you won't even be able to tell. And that's more of an indictment on the quote-unquote art that's being made, not the machines emulating it. They want the same shite regurgitated up into their hungry baby bird mouths. That's you. That is you. and you are scum. There you go. So can we finally accept I am right? Put aside your ego. It's fine. It's fine to admit I was right all along. Just say it. Just say, Big Man Earth, I'm sorry. I was a little bit of a paedophile. You're right. You're completely right. Last honest man on the internet. I'm sorry. An AI-generated artist has climbed to the top of the iTunes charts with Inga Rose's track Celebrate Me, reaching #1 globally. Apple Music lists the single as a March 31st, 2026, released under Myers Music, while chart trackers showed it sitting at #1 on the US and global iTunes charts on April 17th. Inga Rose is not believed to be a real performer, full stop. Yeah, that's enough of that, I think. I'm exhausted. I'm right. And everyone finally sees I'm right. But at what cost, dear viewer? Genuinely. At what cost? In other truths, okay, this is the final story. Unknowingly, whoever that is, I think he's a Mr. Scary rip-off. He reads spooky stories on the internet. He essentially published a suicide note publicly. I have issues with that. I don't think that's very elegant of you. I think if you're going to die, you should die like a wounded cat. I think you should heave yourself off to some sort of, shack and die quietly, or die like Jesus. Those are your two options. Either be crucified in front of your, followers, in my case, the enthusiasts, or die quietly. I don't like this snivelling, inelegant weakness on the TL. FR. He's fine, so please don't fucking moan at me for being irreverent. He's fine. He lived. We're getting updates on that as well for some reason. Why I need to know this is beyond me. As I'm leaving the mental health unit, keep him in there. I'm happy to say that I'm alive, full stop. I'm sorry for going dark for so long, but the mental health unit is very strict with their no technology policy, as they fucking well should be. You shouldn't have been let out so early. You're still a risk to yourself. You're still a risk posting this shit on the internet. I'm reading all of your wonderful words, and all I have to say is thank you. And he rips me off at the end there. Here's a picture so the internet geezers don't think I'm lying. Great. Brilliant. I'll leave you on this, I guess. He's with Tung Sahar now, bro. Yeah, some little child on the internet made a joke about this geezer's suicide.
Our supreme deliciousness, red sunrise, granddad strong.